So in case you haven't noticed, I'm trans. I write about trans things. I do other stuff. I'm also a student. I'm doing sociology, which is weird, but fun. I was in my student union for a long time. I run campaigns. I do educational events. I do this stuff. If you want to see more of my work, go read my little book. It's sitting in the back. You can just chill and read it. If you want, you can buy it from me. I'm around. The next one is also a trans poem. I swear, there's other stuff I talk about. But you know how it is. You know, it leads into all parts of your life. Anyways, this one is called Better Sissy Than Sissy. And for those of you maybe who don't know, people here know the word cisgender. See, some nodding, some maybe don't. So, you probably know the word transgender. The word cisgender is for anybody who isn't trans. So, newsflash to some of you, you're cisgender. You just learned something about yourself tonight. Good for you. Go tell your friends. So sometimes I call cis people sissies, because I think it's funny. And they like to call me sissy, and it's like a good back and forth. So in this poem, I'm using both words, and if you read it, it maybe makes more sense, but I think it comes through. So, better sissy than sissy. Better heretic than hetero. Better queer than living in fear. Better living at all, I'd say. They call it blasphemy to sing exaltations of trans, queer, and gay, whole ages, years, and seasons, repeating all their reasons that there's just one way of being can make a person really think that way. Heterophobia and misandry, they call it, when we poke holes in their logic. Using magic, erotic, and cosmic, we push ourselves through. Down with cis, we call out as we feel ourselves grow weak, breaking fingers through walls made dry and cheap. They clutch at pearls and shriek, don't pull us down with you. I've known the pain of a life made for someone else, a dream too big for such a small house, a secret dying to come out, the struggle to get up in the morning. After all that patience and loving and fighting just to wake up and hear the crying, to see our sisters, brothers, siblings dead and dying, all that's left to do is keep on fighting. Still, speaking sarcastically and gay, I say, no hetero. Not one of you, not today. Better sissy than sissy, anytime, I say. Thanks so much. How am I doing on time? Guy in the back? Or guy in front, whoever? But like specifically the sound guy. One more? Okay, people down with like one more? Yeah. One is about capitalism. Who here hates capitalism? Go, boo!
Boo!
Yeah, that's my crowd. Seriously, that's great. Okay, I'll make it short. It's a really long story in the book, but I'm just going to read you the first couple paragraphs and the last one. People know what capitalism is. Maybe there's some people who haven't finished grade, like haven't studied that or haven't figured it out. Capitalism's that like shitty thing where you have to like, you need money to like have housing and like get your braces and like eat and like get heat in your house and like get running water and that thing that like steals other people's labor and like makes it so you can have a really cheap Android, but you only need the cheap Android because you're not making enough at your day job because minimum wage hasn't moved along with the rising cost of rent. That thing. That's not the phone. That's just my feelings. Okay, so here's this thing. Capitalism doesn't want you to take a nap. It hates when you settle down in a park and appreciate the trees, when you stay home with a cup of hot tea on a cold day, when you put down your homework and call your friends. To keep the system going, everyone needs to be pushed to the brink, to be stressed and wilted and hurting, to spend our time at work and trying to take our mind off work, to be knee-deep in immersive distraction. Capitalism wants us burnt out, wants us hurting, wants to own our every thought and feeling, sticky and fluid, pouring toxic and thick. Capitalism suffocates and chokes. It runs away from justice. It eats up and absorbs everything in its touch. It takes our bright ideas and turns them into mush. The lubrication for the gears to keep the oppressive world turning. Capitalism is a type of religion, the worship of money, grown out of a sick sort of trading, out of coins, out of blood, out of things taken without asking. It turns people, forests, food, water, air into things with a price tag, in a rhythm like a clockwork heartbeat, like a clicking of a barcode scan, tedious and calculating. Capitalism is the grinds and gears of imperialism, white supremacy, patriarchy, within beating rationalization. Catch your breath and rest. Watch the movement of the clouds and the waves. Feel the wind inhale and exhale slowly. Feel the earth living beneath you, holding your body. Dig your toes and fingers into the sand and soak in the ancient knowledge of all those tiny gemstones. Drink some water. Have a snack. Make a song for yourself. Make a doodle. Dream of a poem for your heart, and don't worry about staying on key. Don't check what time it is. Bury what is precious. Harvest only when ready. You are worth so much more than work can ever pay. Your existence is resistance, and your very being is divine. Thank you so much. I'll be on again between each band, doing the same thing.